a lot of football players slide in my DMs.
Specifically football.
Yeah, like
interesting.
Yeah,
you're
NFL.
the football player type, Nat's the NBA
No, I
basketball
don't
player
have a
type.
type. There's no
Amy
type.
is the
I think
politicians don't slide in my DMs. 'Cause no politician would ever
That's
be
an
creepy.
English accent, actually.
Yeah. No politician would ever be creepy and try to do anything inappropriate. Okay.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of NFL players slide in my DMs. I don't know what it is,
Nice.
but it's very like I think that they think the blue check mark is gonna make like they don't try hard at all. It's actually like
They don't riz up the
it's
DM.
the worst DMs I've ever received, so I never answer. Like I leave them on red, or like when I first started comedy,
that's rough.
I started this series called Down in My DMs, and I would read DMs that I got from guys and like teach people like, here are the rules of how to slide in DMs, and this is an example of what not to do, or this is an example of what to do.
What are the rules for sliding in the DMs,
There's like
Jamie?
a bunch, but like
Give me the top 3
don't
rules.
get sexual right away. Like,
No dick pic off top?
No, like
That's
recognize
a second text.
no
Shit.
dick pic off the top.
Shit, Troy.
That's where we got wrong.
Do better.
Here's the thing. I've had guys like DM me and they've watched my podcast or videos or like stories that I've done, and they're like, hey, I know your favorite drink is X, Y, and Z. And like your favorite snack is this, because they've been watching me. Like they like are recognizing specific
Stalking.
things about me.
But you were giving me a top 3.
I'm into
you were
it.
giving me,
Okay,
you're into
we're
it.
all into it.
You were giving me a top 3. So number 1, don't get sexual.
Don't
up
get
front.
sexual.
Number 2.
Don't send the same DM that you're sending to me to my friend. We talk. We talk about the group text. Like, why are you sending the same text message to me and a friend? Weird. We know.
He wants to
And
join
then
together.
I would also say like, don't do something generic. Like, oh, okay, you're saying something that everyone else would say. Oh, you're so pretty. Oh, you're funny. Like something so like easy that
Don't
anyone
copy
could say.
paste and be original.
Yeah, like.
It's
Notice
like,
something you
what
notice
Pixie
about
was
my
saying.
personality,
Yeah.
or like something specific that I do that I'm like, oh, you've actually paid attention to who I am.
If a guy said, hey, I saw your comedy skit, very unfunny, would you respond?
No.
You wouldn't? How about, saw your comedy, was hilarious. When's the next show? Would you respond?
Well, yeah, because he
Okay.
says, when's the next show? And I'm like, you're a fan.
There you go. We're serving game
I'm
out
gonna
there.
respond to
All right.
fans.
Good to know. Tatiana.
Yeah.
Okay. You seem like the kind of girl that's gotten some fucking weird DMs.
I get weird DMs from a lot of people, but
Yeah.
I mean, like
I'm on
famous
the ball
people,
here.
I can't think of anything cringy off the top of my head. But there was this one. It was like in person though.
Yeah.
Can I tell that story?
What do you mean
Yes.
an in-person DM?
Yeah, like it wasn't a it wasn't a DM.
So it wasn't a
an
DM.
in-person interaction.
So you want
from,
to tell
like,
an in-person story?
Yeah, I mean it was.
Okay, we'll
cringy.
allow that. The judge will allow that.
Okay,
Yay.
so it was a rapper, right? And I was like out with my friends. We're at Live, partying, whatever. Typical Miami story. Typical Miami night. And one of my friends, he was like, "Oh, we're gonna go to this rapper. I don't want to say their names. We're gonna go to this rapper's condo in Brooklyn." I was like,
Just
"Okay,
say
fuck
what
let's
it
go."
sounds like.
Why do I feel like I know who
No.
you're talking about? I'm like,
It's
I know
like-
who that
It's
is.
probably the
like-
same guy.
It
that
was,
was
uh,
doing
I feel bad because they're in
What
jail.
You're like, I don't want to say the name, but
I
it
feel
was
bad 'cause they're in jail, and that's all I'll
22
say.
Savage.
Never mind.
Exactly.
You know?
No, that's it. That's it.
It was 52 cents.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So
Go ahead.
Anyway, so we go, right? And it's already late. I'm tired. Like, I was drinking. My, like, buzz wore off. Like, I'm exhausted. Like, I want to go home, right? Anyway, we're leaving, going out the hallway, and he's, like, outside talking to some girl in the hallway. And my girl's asking, she's like, what's wrong? Because you can see it on my face. I was like, I'm tired. Like, I want to go home. Like, kind of whiny. And then he, like, hears me. He mocks me. He's like, I want to go home. And for me, I hate when people mock me. Like, I hate it so much.
Yeah.
And so we go down the elevator, whatever, and then we're, like, in the lobby. We're going to go outside. And then this, like, his security comes up behind me. He's like, hey, such and such wants your number. I was like, what? He's like, they want your number. I was like, no. I was like, he just disrespected me, mocking me. Like, I'm not about to give him my number. And he's like, oh, he didn't mean to disrespect you. He was just joking. I was like, I don't care.
So they had one of the henchmen, the bag
They
boys,
do
go get
that.
the number.
Yeah.
Yes, they
So what
To
do
get
they
my
do with
number,
that?
like, you're in
what are you about to
second
say,
grade.
Nat?
They send them over. They send their henchmen. They're like, the henchman goes, the guy goes by. He's like, hey, my friend thinks you're cute.
Like,
and then
how
you look
old are
behind,
we?
Your friends
Like,
are like, and then you're just like, you look back at the henchman, you're like, oh, I think I'm okay. They're like, nah, let me get your number, shawty. You're like, nah, I'm okay. Thank you, though. Like, that's what they
Nice.
do. They
It's
send
like
them.
you may as well just send me a note saying,
Yeah.
do you want to go out with me? Like, check one, yes or no.
I feel like that's a great move these days. So if you like that clip, click right here to watch another, or if you want to watch the entire Soscast, click right here.